everybody, welcome back. Today I'm just gonna play some golf. I got my old XP system up and running, and it's not XP, it used to be Vista, and I converted it back to XP. And this thing's kind of my powerhouse now. A lot of stuff runs on this really well from 95 through the XP era. And I found out that some of the golf games I had that didn't really run that great are running really good. Like, I've got almost everything installed on here. So today I was going to play, if I can find it, PGA Championship Golf. That is, I think it was published by Sierra. But this is a game that has mouse play. But I also just discovered, because before when I recorded it, I had to use an emulator or a virtual machine to try and get it, because it didn't really run well on anything, but it runs really great on this system. I just hadn't tried to install it on here in so long, because I really haven't played it in so long since I uploaded a video, but I discovered a few extra things about it, so I thought it was worth letting everyone see. Another neat thing is I needed a good set of speakers for these. And cheap speakers are like $20-some, $30, and they really stink. And then expensive speakers are over $100. And I just have been holding off. And at the transfer station we got down the road, we have to take our trash there because we're in a small town. There's a little shack that people can drop off stuff that's working or not working. And I found this Bose speaker system, which is incredible. And I think what was happening is that when you plug these in, there's this little puck thing down here. And this puck, you spin this to control the volume and stuff. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but you spin that, you tap it to mute it if you want, you tap it to unmute it. When I plugged it in at first, it didn't work. It turns out there's this little, it's almost like an S-video adapter that plugs into the back that runs this puck. And it's not connecting properly. So I could hear headphones through the inputs here, but the speakers weren't working when it wasn't plugging a headphone in. So I cleaned all the contacts, and then the trick was, as they say, you plug it in while it's on, and then it works. And it's worked, and it's stayed connected ever since. So this is still, these used speakers still sell for like $170, which is crazy, and I just got them for free. So that was really exciting. So, all right, so let's play PGA Championship. Hopefully that sounds good and not too loud, or not too soft. You might have some soft noise playing in the background, almost like a hiss, because the computer is running. You hear the fans and stuff. So after I installed this and played it the other day, it turned out to be so much better than I thought. I thought there was only one course on this, which is not true. This game has several courses.
Big hit down the right side. Good looking ball.
And I also thought it was only mouse control. It actually has 3-click and 2 different ways to use the mouse controls, I've discovered. You can use the mouse controls by pushing forward and back, or pulling back and forward for your swing, or going side to side. This was one of the early ones too. I think there was only like 2 other, maybe 3 other games that were using mouse controls if you wanted. Sim Golf, not the later Sim Golf by Sid Meier's. Is that what it was? It was the early one that was like Maxis, like SimCity stuff. And what was the other one? Front Page Sports, I think it was called. And I just found a box copy of it, really cheap online. So I just ordered that, and that's hopefully coming in and will work, because I'm trying to play around with some of these mouse control ones. So I'm going to go to New Game. Do we want this up or lower? So we're just going to play local game next. And then See, this looks like it's almost grayed out. See how the options are lit? And I was like, oh, you can change options. This was always grayed out, so I didn't think it did anything. And one day, you know, the other day I just clicked on this, and I'm like, holy crap. There's a bunch of courses. There's all these. So I was playing the base one here, but there's also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 extra courses. This has 8 total courses. You know, it's just, it was really exciting to find this. There's no manual with this because I got it loose in the CD case, so it's just got a cover, so I didn't get to read through the manual. Let me turn that down for just a second. So you've got tri-click. These are built-in players. I'm not messing yet. You've got the True Swing, and then there's Tom Lehman. I didn't know was a player in this, but you got tour players. I don't know what that means if I use them, but so the tri-click. Let's just go and play this. I'll turn it back up a little bit. And you'll see it works just like...
Welcome to today's tournament. It is a great day for golf, and today's course will most certainly test even the best golfers in this field.
Let me make
Today,
sure.
we'll see who can play in the wind, that's for sure.
Let me make sure the focus looks good on this
won't
too.
hold these dry greens. This deep rough playing almost like a hazard. Missed the fairway here, and these players are most certainly going to lose a
All right,
stroke.
looks like it's decent here. All right, so let's just give this a go. This is tri-click, which is like the old Lynx initial golf, or you know, mean 18, stuff like that. And it's just a small thing down here, but as you see, this is adjusted to the resolution of my windows. It's just, I don't know if I can shrink it down. I can, and look, I can adjust the size like that. I mean, obviously it's cropping it out now, but I could probably start it back up and it would reset to that. So I was really impressed that it actually just defaults to whatever your Windows screen is, and it's not just cropping it. Like you saw when the intro came on, it was 4:3, but then when you play, oh look, it messed that up a little bit. It expanded my overhead view, which I definitely don't want to be so large. So, you know, you can use the overhead view here to adjust, you know, like where you're thinking you're going to be shooting. So I'm going to be shooting, let's see, just off to the right a bit. And the arrow keys kind of do this. I think I can use this too, but let me see. Yeah, you click on that and I can slowly do it with the mouse. So that's cool. You don't have to use the keyboard at all. And then you see right here, you can either click down here to use the 3-click swing, or you can click on the character. It's a little
This was not
wonky at times. Once in a while it cuts out like this, but this is really rare. I can go to the ball, I can continue.
The wind is coming right at us.
So we can see the flag sticks up here. I got 230 yards. I don't know if that's going to show up well. But I'm in the really rough, so it's giving me a long wedge. So I just got to kind of chip it out. Chunk it out of here, and that's all I'm going to do for now. I seem to have a lot of problem adjusting to the timing of this thing. I don't know what it is. It's a weird floaty thing, and it doesn't automatically continue. You can either go to the
The
ball,
wind is coming straight at him.
which is funny. Look,
It's going to play with the ball some.
I can go to the ball and not actually change, like move the camera or go to it. See, if I hit go to the ball again, it'll bring the screen up there, which is really weird. All right, so I'm back to 205 yards. I'm using a 3-wood. I must be in the first cut here or something. So let's just give it a go. I'm not going to pay much attention to the wind right now. It's weird to touch down here or touch up here. So I'm going to touch down here for now. There, that felt a little better. You got to get used to
shots
these,
away, heading right.
which the wind's blowing a little that way, and I did hit it a little late. Continue. Sometimes it brings you up to the ball. Sometimes you hit continue. It'll just bring you to the ball without bringing you all the way up. It's all very weird. You can see down here, I don't know if you see that, it says my pitching wedge, and there's a C after it, means that it's going to chip, and I think the chip is about 30 yards, and we got 31 feet, so that's a third of that, so I want to go about Oh, not too bad, but then I ran it past it. A good ways past it. Must be going downhill.
This for a bogey 5. Slight break to the left.
So I can use this to turn. It's kind of inverse. To turn it to the right, I push the mouse to the left. I don't know. This one's weird. I'm not used to all the grids on this and how much it actually moves. 9 feet. I don't know how long this putter is, so I'm just going to try and hit it somewhere about, I don't know, here. It really rolls a lot.
Just a hair too much speed on that one.
And when you're putting with the mouse, it's really weird. Yeah, this is real close.
That was a double bogey.
But it's kind of forgiving. All right, so there's that. Let's see. How do I get out of this? Let's go to the main menu again. We'll start a new game. I think I'll. Let me see if I can get my keyboard over to the side here and get the mouse in frame. Can you see my hand? Yeah. I'll try and do this at a bit of an angle, but I'll play, and so you can see how I swing. It'd be nice to have a wireless mouse, but of course that would mess up the tracking even more. Local game. Next. Let's try one of the other courses. This one looks interesting. Look, is this a real course? I feel like this is a real course. I'll have to look it up. So let's try this one. And let's get him out. And let's go to a true swing player. I'll edit it after, because if I edit, you get true swing, horizontal, or vertical. So I'm going to try vertical first, and then I'll try horizontal. I don't need to change all this. Back. Play.
Today's tournament is brought to you by Sierra Sports, reminding you to play the sport. Gusty winds are most certainly going to play a factor in today's match. Players need to play their approach shots carefully today. The greens are dry and fast. This rough is nasty. It's going to punish these golfers heavily if they don't find the fairway.
And you can.
This is a tough crosswind to deal with.
All right, so let's just try this. What did I set this to? Vertical? Yeah. So it doesn't take much of a push.
I don't know if that shot's going to make it past the deep
That was a
zone.
little weak. You just got to angle your mouse the right way and kind of like see how it's going up and down when if I angle it this way, because there's naturally built-in angles that you have with your mouse and the operating system, so it helps track normally for a wrist. It's not like the old days with early Windows where the mouse ball would just track up and down if you went up and down. Things tend to go at a slight angle, and these are optical mouse. This is an optical mouse, so you want to try and get your wrist at the right angle so you can do a straight shot. So you can do a little practice beforehand if you need to see. Like you can see I'm going up and down pretty good, but if I twist my hand, it's going at different angles. All right, we got a long ways to go, so I'm just going to pound this out of here. What's up and down here? Get the right angle. All right, let's try that.
Out of the rough, this one looks like it should stay on the fairway.
I don't know if you can see the little screen here, but it's nice. You get to see where the ball lands and everything. There might be other camera modes. I haven't learned everything about this yet, but it's really a good golf game. It's much deeper than I thought, with a lot of options. So playing a course and playing it with different swing modes changes the feel of it totally. All right, we got 172, the 3-iron is 181 yards. The wind's blowing slightly to the right. You can see the little flag down here, which is really nice.
Here's what separates the golfers from the people who play golf.
You can change setup and stuff too. Change your shots. I haven't gotten all into that yet. I've literally played probably about an hour and a half of this so far. Like I said, the first time I recorded my YouTube video for it, I just got it running on a virtual system at the time. And it's funny, this guy. Oh, watch this. Speaking of that, let's go to the shot here, right? So if I click this to go to the shot, and I'm supposed to pull back and forward, if I push to the left, he falls over like a dumbass. Oh, I haven't pulled to the right to see if he'll fall on the ball. Let me try that. No, he only falls backwards. Okay, you can hit escape to reset him. I don't know what he's doing right there, but alright, so straight up and down here. Let's go. I hit it to the left a bit.
Is it going to hold this green?
Is it going to carry? I was worried it wasn't even going to carry the bunker. Looks like it rolled on. Not too bad. At times this feels really good. Other times it's kind of iffy, but I think it's just getting used to it because the putts are very delicate. So right now I'm going here's the ball. I'm going uphill to the flag 4 inches, so it's slightly uphill because you can never trust this just looking at it. You can never tell if it's uphill or downhill usually. Some used to have lighter and darker grids, so you know like uphill or downhill. Darker would be you're heading downhill, lighter means up. But I don't really see that as much on this. But maybe it's because it's not a big slope, because these do look slightly darker here, but it's also in a different, it's actually on the fairway and in the fringe. I've actually seen him swing too when it's in the fringe and have his putter catch the fringe, which was really neat to see. All right, so let's, I'm going to use, it's so much easier just adjusting the arrows a little bit with the keyboard, so I'm going to do that. 20 feet. Boy, this is so weird. Oh, am I chipping? Hold on here. That's the thing. See, sometimes you're on the fringe and you're chipping when you want to be putting. So do I want to putt? I'd rather putt
Hold
this.
out the Texas wedge. He's going to putt this one.
That's right. I mean, I'm just barely on that. I kept my angle. All right. It doesn't take much of a swing, as you can see. I barely pulled it back and it went quite a ways.
This has been an easy hole today. It's going to be like giving a stroke back. This for par.
This one goes right. How much depends on the speed.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Maybe the right side.
Oh man, he just lost that one on the right.
I wish they would give you a little more distance like you do with the swing on the putting. But it's okay. It's very subtle. It's very subtle with the way you putt. I mean, that I hardly pulled back. I don't know if you can see really well, but I wanted to get this in there. Usually I might try and record this through some recording device, but I'm just using straight off the camera because I wanted everybody to see. So let's go to a new game. So where do we want to go? Let's go here. Let's get a little bit of a relaxing vibe. All right, let's take this guy and let's edit him. Let's change it to the horizontal because I'm curious, because that feels more like normal golf swing to me, even though you're looking from behind. To swing left or right and then left feels more normal. Let's see, I don't want a 5-wood. Give me a 2-iron instead. 14 allowed. And I'd rather have a 1 than a lob. So my pitching wedge is that. Show the grid on chips and putts. Yep, that's nice. Let's see, amateur, pro. I'm sticking with amateur for now. Player settings. Okay. Next. Let's see what a female player looks like. There we go. Finish. Let's play with her.
Welcome to PGA Championship Golf.
I thought it was a
Sierra
skirt.
Sports.
It's not a
the
skirt.
wind is
It's shorts.
really blowing. It's going to take a great touch to putt these greens. This stuff is nasty. Players need to be careful off the tee.
Nasty. All right. Not the best, but this is, I believe this is like 1998. This came out. It's a 1999 edition. Sometimes it might be 1999. Sometimes you know how it is, the 1999 edition is actually the year before. EA was famous for that. Every edition that came out was the prior year, really. All right, let's see. Let me go back and forth here. That's staying pretty flat like that. It's slightly turning right, but that was good for it to slightly turn right. Wow, uh-oh. There's some marsh area. There's some marshy area down there or something. I'm looking at the little screen. You probably can't see the little dot, but I can see a little dot going into that. That ball just flew. Look, I got to drop it. I got to drop the ball. Well, I'm going to drop it over here. That's going to be a penalty, right?
A strong breeze is blowing toward the hole.
It is. 22 miles per hour. I'm going up 9 feet. 87 yards. This is 82, yeah. I'm on the fairway. Let's just give this a ride. Probably too much ride. Drop. Drop, drop, drop. Hey.
Safely on the putting green.
Not bad. Again, I don't know how much you can see that little dot on there, but
From 1 foot out.
a little bit of a slope. I've seen these move a little bit when they're even that close, so I'm not going to take a chance. See, I
And it
barely
goes in
tapped
for a
it.
par.
I'm watching her putter move back, like the slightest bit when my hand moves back like this, so I probably moved it back about this much and then went forward. It's so subtle with these small putts.
To number 2. These players can't take this dogleg par 5 lightly. It needs a perfect position off the tee.
Doesn't this
A
look
strong
like
breeze is blowing toward the hole.
this is like the real PGA to me right now. When you've got someone hitting their shot and these fans are like so trustworthy, they're standing right in the line of the shot. I think they're crazy. All it takes is that ball to just jump off once or twice a little bit to the side and you're going to take your nose off. Okay, so 505 yards. Sheesh. I don't know what angle I should be hitting at this. Well, I'm just going to rip it. Trust that the computer is taking care of me.
This one looks good.
That was awkward too. I swung really slow backwards. Boy, there's a lot of crud in the way over here. All right, am I good? My ball disappeared.
How's it look?
A
Whoa.
strong breeze is blowing toward the hole.
This looks like I'm on a downhill, but yeah, look, from the flag, I'm going uphill though. But I look like I'm going downhill. But my ball is 35 feet below. So you can't visually just trust what you're seeing with your own eyes. This to me looks like I'm hitting down at the flag, but it's not. So I got to give it some extra. 288. A 3-wood is only going to go about 220. So I want to aim in between those bunkers, obviously. So let's give this a little more. Not that I'm going to hit it straight anyway, for crying out loud.
This looks good. Nice ball.
It's sitting in between. It's moving to the right. It's staying between the bunkers. I tell you though, it feels good. When you, instead of just clicking, when you swing and you make a good shot, it feels different. I don't know how to describe it unless you've played one of these games. It can be really frustrating, like I said, but when you swing it and it swings nicely and it goes exactly where you want, that's great. All right, so I can't remember where I saw where I thought it was like 30. So 5 feet up, 26 yards. It's almost going to be a full swing. Again, it looks like it's dropping down over here, but you can't trust it. You really got to use these gauges. What did that just do? It made it disappear. Bring it back. I didn't mean to click it away. Let me look at options here. Drop ball, move camera, action. Move camera, draw ball, find flag. Okay, yeah. I haven't messed with many of these. Show setup. Show. See, I've lost my view of the height. I've got approach, green, custom cameras, drive, scores, stats, window, full screen. I don't need to do that. This looks fine even with the window things. Well, I just clicked on that and it disappeared, so maybe it'll come back after. Oh, you know what? Let me hit this too. There is a way, if it shows sometimes. Do you see how it showed my little golfer? See, I can move my golfer away like that, see? And I can practice swing. So something's glitching a bit because it doesn't always show the little golfer guy. So I can step away, practice, which is good because you can see how far back it goes. So I want to probably go about right to the top and then swing through. I can't figure out how to address the ball again, so I just go to the ball. There's no way to click it. So let's go right to the top and follow through. Let it ran a bit. That's not bad.
Nearly everyone's been birdieing this hole. This for a 4.
It should break a little bit to the right. Not
There's
much.
also camera angles. I might as well show you this. Option, move camera, no. I want to go to view. Custom camera. I think there were set ones in here. Drive, green, approach, top. See, okay, that's just that. I'd swear I was able to move in the camera. I don't know. I'll figure. Oh, it's up here. Is this it? Yeah, look. Standard view. There's a little bitty camera icon up there. Profile, high and behind view. So let's say, okay. See how far you can get from a view? Which is nice sometimes, but other times trees are in the way. But it gives you a great panoramic view of the whole course. And you can still swing from here. Low and behind, which is pretty much what we were. That's not the standard, but low front view, right shoulder view, blimp view. Oh boy, what's this going to look like? Yeah, that's up there. That's almost like the top. Random views will change, I guess. So standard view, profile. Oh, that could be nice sometimes. You can see the way things undulate there a little better too. I'm just going to try and finish it up like this. And you can see the golf club swing this time.
Just a bit to the right.
Oh, and I missed it. But you could see how much that little club was swinging. We'll do this again. You can see how little. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's reset that. The reason I did that is I'm backwards, so I pushed the wrong way and then it jumped. Let's continue.
We head to hole number 3. A short par 3.
Not the best view for that. We want to go back to standard view. Sometimes high and behind is okay when you're teeing off. It's kind of nice. You can see, like, my character's right down here. I don't know what they were thinking with the crowds. They're definitely PGA crowds. I'm surprised people aren't yelling Baba Booey on my backswing or something right now. Whatever those knuckleheads are saying. All right, so we got 144 yards. 7 irons, usually around 140, 143. Wind is blowing with us at 22 miles an hour. We're going to just take it back. I'm going to try and level out my swing here. We're going to take it back and give it a go.
This is headed toward the bunker.
It sure is. I didn't give it a full swing. Bounce over.
Ooh, I saw the sand splash on that one.
Yeah, it almost bounced over. Let's go to the main menu again. And, now, can I just... Is there a practice in here? the preview do? It's probably going to just show a video. Oh, right.
Welcome to PGA Championship Golf 1999.
This is what
edition,
teaches you all this
featuring
stuff.
Ready Play, a breakthrough in multi...
You can jump to whatever.
Play
Right.
7 of the most beautiful and challenging courses in the world. Sahali Country Club, site of the 1998 PGA Championship in Washington. The Royal Birkdale Golf Club, site of the 1998 British Open. Black Diamond Ranch in Florida.
Oh, that looks fun where it is.
Pasatiempo Golf Club in Santa Cruz, California.
Okay.
The Prince on the island of Kauai, Hawaii. Coeur d'Alene on Lake Coeur d'Alene in northern Idaho. And the Pete Dye Golf Club in West Virginia.
It's a nice mix.
And you can go online for many more user-created courses available for free download from the internet.
Oh my God, I gotta
Just
look
click
for these.
Download courses from the course manager in the game settings screen.
Oh, that's not gonna
Or
work.
refer to the online manual for details.
I bet I could find some on the old internet.
The golfer automatically aims toward your best shot, which is usually directed toward the hole. You can change the direction of the golfer's aim.
That's great. All right, what options do we have? Ball size. Yeah, I might want to have my balls a little bigger here. It's hard to see, especially in this resolution. Chipping stance, there it is. That's where it's 30 yards, but it's 30 yards or less. That doesn't tell me it's going 30 yards. I guess I may have misunderstood. I'm not going to use the metric system, sorry, to the rest of the world. We're pretty much the only ones using feet or yards. All right, done with that. Now let's go to a new game. And I don't know yet what my favorite style is with this yet. Back and forth, side to side, or using the 3-click. Let's add Tom Lehman in, and I'll have to play against him.
Sit back and enjoy what should be a great day of tournament golf at its best. These inconsistent winds will test even the best
not me.
players' patience today.
That's Tom Lehman.
Shouldn't be any
It's
real
just like, what did I
surprises
just
on the
do?
greens. The way the rough is here, players would be smart to play more
He
position
took
golf today.
no time at all, just deciding to take that and rip it. Well,
That may catch the rough. That's going to be a tough.
see, it's always like on the first shot or something, it may flake out, and it kind of skips, and then it goes right to it. Looks like I went in a... See, that's not bad. I'm not in the rough. Now, I also don't know if this just shows... Man, I lost my height. Where is that?
This for a par 4.
This one could get away from
Is that
him
his
if he's
marker?
not careful.
He gets to
It's
see...
slick.
He gets to see the line. Oh, crap. All right. 7 inches. So I'm going up 7 inches. See, now I can't find this. I'll use this indicator. 20 feet, 7 inches up. I don't know how that translates to putting, but let's see how far back. That was weak, probably. Oh, went good
He might have
ways.
misread the speed just a little on that one.
You get better at it as you play, I'm sure.
He needs this for birdie.
Yeah, I showed you the line. He hit it above. Oh, it dropped in.
This for a bogey 5.
This one's moving right all the way.
Moving right all the way. So I'll just shoot. I'll just aim for the edge of the cup.
Just a bit to the right.
And then I hit it too soft. There's no gimmies in here.
To drop 2 strokes, this putt for double.
Yeah.
A double bogey.
165. Wind's blowing at me. 181. Is that going to be enough? I doubt it. I doubt it.
Looks like a 2-iron.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a nice swing with a 2-iron.
Out of the deep stuff, headed toward the green a little left.
Eee. See, I'm still hitting left. I got to figure this out. Why am I hitting left? Ah, nice bounce up there. Started rolling back towards the pin.
What are we looking at here?
hell of a putt. It's a long ways. 58 feet.
This putt should be interesting.
From way downtown.
And it's moving slightly left. Few clicks. Oh boy. 42 feet. Come on. Looking nice. It's gonna go under.
Oh man, just outside the hole on the left.
Pretty good distance though.
Needs this putt for a par. This for a par.
Just a little bit to the left.
Yeah, you say that. Like I said, I'm just gonna power through it.
And it goes in for a par.
Hey, so if anyone finds a copy of this out there, I mean, if you've got an XP machine or a Windows 98 or Millennium or something, I don't know. I had no trouble running it on this. I believe this has Intel graphics on it, but it was designed for Vista. But PGA Championship Golf is really fun, actually. I'm having a good time with this. This is the first real chance I got to play it since I uploaded the video way back, and I kind of just pushed it aside for a while. And I think it's because I had done that before I built this machine. This was a Vista machine that had been upgraded to Windows 7 over time. And I think I just decided, you know what, I'm going to go back to Vista. And I was like, why should I go back to Vista? This was on the bubble of when you could order Vista new or keep XP. You had the options sometimes to order it. But this one was in store, so it came with Vista. And I was like, you know what? If I go to XP with this, I'm going to find XP drivers. And I did. I found everything for XP drivers for this because it was right on the bubble. Got perfect drivers installed on this. And then I was able to find, Voodoo drivers for XP because they've been created now. So I got my Voodoo in here. And I can play Voodoo games now. Like, I'll probably start showing some more Tiger Woods stuff. And I can also play a lot of Windows 98, Millennium, 95 games on this. Great. If I install it in compatibility mode for 98, usually is what I do instead of 95. If I install these games for compatibility with 98, and if they don't run natively, I then change the startups, the exec files, to run as Windows 98 or 95 and see if that removes all the glitches. I've had an interesting one on here where, what was the one I was playing? It wasn't this. It was Lynx LS. Lynx LS was coming up, and after the first hole, the whole background was purple, or pink, I guess it was. It was pink. And I had to put this in compatibility mode for Windows 2000, and that fixed the graphic issues. I've never ran anything in compatibility with Windows 2000 before, except for this 1999 edition of Lynx LS, and it cleared everything up. Now it crashes like Lynx LS always did, and these guys knew that Lynx LS would crash because they have an option that as soon as it crashes, it reboots the game. You know that's a sign they knew they had problems. There must have been memory leaks or something, I don't know what. But I can play the game, and if it crashes, you might lose one shot, but it restarts up. But now I can play Lynx LS and usually get through a full round without it crashing. It might, sometimes it doesn't. But that's great because there's lots of fun courses on there. And even though I really like Lynx 2003, 2001, stuff like that, the look of it, I like that classic look of Lynx LS a lot too. So I'm going to try and play some of that. So that's what you get to look forward to. And I'll probably play it on this if I can keep, the screen focused nicely and it doesn't look too crappy. So thanks for watching me journey through playing this for the second time. I played it last night for a bit, and I was really excited, like all these options that I didn't realize were in there. If I could only find my elevation and get that back, which I will eventually dig up. But hey, thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoyed seeing some golf play here. And this was PGA Championship Golf 1999 by Sierra. We'll see you next time. So long.